I'll be giving away 3 diamond pass royales for the new Pekka evolution. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment down below. Today I'll be bringing to you a full guide on how to play one of the very best decks in the game, Goblin Drill, and how to beat every single matchup with it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, we'll be playing one of the most consistent decks in the game this year in Clash Royale. We have Goblin Drill. I feel like this deck just never seems to die. It always seems to make its entrance in the meta, and it's just so strong and so good and has so much outplay potential as well. Okay, I know this guy plays Lava Loon here. Gonna be pretty much the worst matchup for our deck, actually. Dude, that's going to our tower. How is that even possible? Okay, terrible start against one of the worst matchups possible. I really don't even know if we're gonna win this one. This matchup is so difficult. I mean, I can't really think of almost anything worse to face for Goblin Drill than a Lava Loon deck, but we'll see what we can do here. The Void is also going to be super annoying. By the way, guys, make sure to comment down below what guide you want to see me do next, like what deck you want me to do next, and also do make sure to save this video to your watch later, as always with my guides, so you can come back to it for future reference if you want to learn how to play Goblin Drill better. And also, I really would appreciate if you subscribe, because this video will take me a ton of time to make for sure. Yeah, so the Valkyrie's going to be really tough for us here. Ever since they added Valkyrie to Lava Hound, it's just been so difficult for Drill, but who knows, maybe our Evo Drill can go kind of crazy still. Also, it is a little bit easier when they have Tombstone over Guards, because Tombstone can't counter Drills like Guards can, so that's good. Okay, I think we just have to go for the Evo Drill here. I actually don't see him defending right now. I think he will lose his tower. So when you're facing Lava Hound, you really can't defend well. You kind of just want to go all in a lot of the time. Obviously, it depends how your cycle is like and stuff like that, but you kind of just want to like bait out their Valkyrie on something, and you can see now he just can't defend. The thing is, we can't really defend either, but against Lava Hound, you really aren't in too bad of a spot if you get a tower trade. It's obviously not ideal, but I mean, there's nothing you can do most of the time. I'm going to go for a Tesla here, but if he voids onto it, we just cannot defend. Yeah, we can't block it either, so nothing we can do right now. It is going to be a tower trade here, but honestly, that's really the best you can hope for in single elixir, so yeah, you kind of just want to like bait out their Valkyrie one way or another. You also want to pressure a lot with like Knights and stuff like that. This Demolisher should be good here. He's going to have to Valk. Yeah, nice. Nice to force out the whole Evo Valkyrie. Evo Valkyrie is super annoying, actually, so that's very good that it's now out of his cycle. And a lot of the time in this matchup, you do want to cycle 2 Teslas, so you can go for like an early Tesla when they play the Lava Hound and then try to cycle to a second one. The thing is, though, in single elixir, usually you don't want to do that because you can barely even get to 2 Teslas, and even if you do, it usually just doesn't work out that well. So yeah, mainly in double elixir, you want to try to get that double Tesla action. And also a really important thing always against Lava Hound Balloon is you always want to try to go for a late Tesla. Like if you're going for just 1 Tesla on that defense, you want to try to go for a late Tesla, and then separate the Balloon from the Lava Hound so the Tesla goes directly on the Balloon instead of the Lava Hound. We have to poison here, might be in a tiny bit of trouble. But with our King Tower up, I don't think we're going to take much damage here. Yeah, okay, should only be death damage. Nice. Our King Tower is kind of low too, though. We do have to watch out a little bit for that. We have our Evo Drill now. Alright, so what we have to do here is first cycle the Tesla. We want to play the Tesla first just so you can get to the second one quicker, because we don't really care about getting to a lot of Drills right now, just mainly about getting to a lot of Teslas. This Evo Drill should be very nice right here, though. Going to tank for it too. Just force him to defend so he can't make the full big push he wants to. If he makes a full big push, he really just can't defend in this matchup. Dude, we're doing so well. We actually might win. Hold up. Nice, let's go. Dude, I don't know how we're winning right now. This matchup is atrocious. Just gonna poison here. Get an Evo Tesla down. I feel like we should be able to defend here. Might be a little bit close, though. A little bit awkward. We have to go for a defensive drill. Really not a half bad play, though, against a balloon deck. Defensive drill is definitely a decent thing to use in quite a few matchups. Oh, wait a minute. Demolisher, maybe? Maybe Demolisher can die here. Oh, no, please die quickly. Nice, okay. Wait, the Valkyrie on our King Tower, no! Defensive drill. Our cycle is so bad right now. We have to poison here and try to get to a second poison. I'm gonna Tesla up high. Hopefully that pulls. Okay, I think we might win. Demolisher? Demolisher, please. Please, Demolisher. Okay, we need to poison quickly. Alright, we got it, let's go! Beautiful win against Lava Hound. I'm nearly certain this guy is running Golem. This could be an easy or a very difficult matchup depending on what variation he's running. We can just go in for the Drill here. Drill is a very good starting play for this deck. I pretty much will always do it. You don't really get punished for it pretty much ever, unless you make some mistakes on defense afterwards. So this guy does have the Cannoneer, which is going to be quite nice for us here. Yeah, there's the Golem. Cannoneer is quite bad against Goblin Drill. I mean, it defends the normal drill okay, but then the Evo Drill just destroys it, I feel like. So that is another reason why Goblin Drill is quite strong in this meta. We just have to focus on defense here. Don't really have any pressure without our drill and cycle. You can pressure a little bit against Golem, but you don't want to spend too much elixir. You might just want to go for like either like a knight at the bridge or a drill other lane. Nothing more than that, otherwise you might struggle to defend afterwards. I think we are fine here though. I'm still not sure what his final cards are going to be. I don't exactly know. They keep on changing their variation every few days, it feels like. Beautiful defense overall, though. The cannon cart might be a little bit annoying for us here, but we'll see how we do. I feel like cannon cart is actually quite strong right now ever since the buff it got. Really hard to kill. So the issue here is that we can't really counter his Goblin gang too well, but I feel like it's still kind of worth it just to go for the drills simply to get to the evolution. That's kind of how this deck works. You just want to get to the evolution and you don't care too much about the damage with your normal drills a lot of the time. Ooh, nice! Nice, that's a lot of damage. Oh wait, I might have messed up my knight. Oh, those aren't going to cross. Our tower's not going to be on them. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Doesn't matter too much though. Tesla will just deal with them, so yeah, it's fine. And I think he has no big spell here. I'm not 100% sure, but normally if they have cannon cart, they don't have a lightning or anything like that. Or a void. If they do have void, though, you're definitely going to have to make sure you protect your Tesla or cycle a really early Tesla. This poison should be fine here. Our Tesla is pretty much dead, so I feel like we kind of have to get to our Evo Tesla. We kind of have to waste it. Not really the best use of an Evo Tesla, but at least we do defend here. Demolisher is just going to die, unfortunately. But yeah, you guys can see, you just want to kind of control the game. You don't want to be too aggressive, but you do want to make sure you apply some pressure. I'll Evo Drill here. It's going to knock back the bombers, so the log will actually fully take it out here. Skelly Drags are kind of bad for him here, a little bit of a bad placement because the drill should not be targeted by them in the back now. But gang will deal with everything, I guess. Our Tesla is taking some damage here. He might just go for arrows onto it and it might die, but we'll see. Yeah, we kind of have to get to a second Tesla. Stop that Evo Bomber. You have to be so careful of Evo Bomber with this deck. If it gets on your tower, there's not much you can do to actually reset it. I mean, you do have log and stuff, but that's really about it. Oh no, we need to get to another log here quickly. Actually, we just need to go for an Evo Tesla at this point. Should counter everything, though. Evo Tesla is such a bailout card for this deck. Whenever you think you're going to just completely die, Evo Tesla saves you. Alright, I'll go for the Evo Drill here. I mean, normal drill. You do want to usually go opposite lane when you're playing this drill deck in a lot of matchups. The only matchups you really want to go same lane in are stuff like, for example, Hog where they can't really kill your demolishers and you just get free poison value on all their troops. Something like Piggies as well, it is good to go same lane in. Against Pekka and stuff like that, it really doesn't matter too much whether you go same or opposite lane. Sometimes you do also want to switch lanes depending on how the game is going, because say your tower has like only 1k HP left and you're facing Pekka, then you definitely would want to go opposite lane compared to if your tower was fully healthy, you'd be fine going same lane. The reason why is because you just need like a ginormous choke from them to actually be able to come back, and they have a higher likelihood to choke if you push in the opposite lane, because you can just punish them if they go for like a Pekka in the back or something. I'll go for another drill here. We can also Demolisher the bridge. You do have to be careful when you go for Demolishers with your drill. You can get punished in some matchups, but I feel like this guy just can't defend right now, so I feel like we're going to be fine. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we can just poison cycle. This guy's dead. Nice. Really, really good pressure by us and very nice win. This guy does have the Cannoneer, so it's pretty much guaranteed to be some sort of heavy deck. Okay, it's definitely going to be Mortar Bait. Basically the best deck in this meta right now. The most popular deck. Gonna be a little bit of a difficult matchup. This one is really not easy at all, unless you play completely perfect. I do tend to beat it quite often though, me personally. But I heard most other players lose it pretty much every time. The Cannon Cart is so annoying, especially ever since Cart got the buff. It made this matchup so difficult, because before they had Prince instead of Cannon Cart, that was quite a bit easier. I'll play the Tesla here. Just gonna be very nice to get to the Evo Tesla, is really a very clutch thing in this matchup. The bats are going to be the worst part of this though. They used to have skeleton dragons, but now with bats it's like 10 times harder, because the normal bats you can counter just fine. But when it comes to the Evo bats, you literally cannot kill them unless you poison or have your Evo Tesla. But it's not even that often that you actually have your Evo Tesla and cycle for them. Since bats are way cheaper, they get to Evo bats usually before you get to your Evo Tesla. Also in this matchup, you pretty much never want to drill in single elixir. You'll see in some matchups with Goblin drill, you pretty much just wait until double elixir to go for your drills, if even then. You might even want to just wait until triple elixir to actually go for the drills. If you can defend well in a matchup and don't have to get damage on their towers too much. I'm nearly certain he's going to mortar with this cannon cart, so we can actually go for a prediction Tesla. If we fail it, it's still going to kill the cart. Nice, beautiful. Really good prediction. Going to help us out quite a bit here. It's so hard to do with the cart because even after you kill the first form, it just stays on the map for so long. Wow, that was a beautiful demolisher. My demolishers are just built different, man. I feel like they always connect no matter what. I'll go for the drill now. We can also demolish her just because he had quite bad interactions here. That's the only reason I'm being quite aggressive. Otherwise, normally I wouldn't be. Nice, that demolisher. Nice, let's go. Nice, really, really good stuff. And we do have our Evo Tesla 2 now, so we're basically going to have a free bailout defense if we get in trouble. He might Skelly King ability, we'll see though. If he does, we should be fine either way. There's the cannon cart. You have to be a little bit careful. You kind of want to wait for a second before you play your stuff, usually, because otherwise they will try to predict it with the cart pretty much every time. Hopefully Demolisher can actually die to these bats maybe and explode them a little bit. Okay, I don't think it will. Mortar is going to get some damage here. Not looking too good. You guys can see this matchup is actually quite difficult. Beautiful log, though. We kind of have to go for the Demolisher. But we're still okay. So you can see just because of all that damage we got, we're still in a good spot. Even though it's really hard for us to defend here. Just going to Evo Drill. I do actually like to go same lane in this matchup, but if you get a lot of damage on one side, you might as well just stick to that. Kind of terrible arrows by him. The reason why it's good to go same lane is because you always get free poison value on the carts when they go same lane. He's probably going to mortar here with the cart. We'll see, though. I think we're chilling either way. The cart is already kind of high up at this point. The bats are going to be annoying, but we're going to be fine, I think, yeah. Alright. Just going to go for a knight here. He's kind of wasting all of his Goblin Drill counters, so we might be able to get a push off here in a second. Just going to get a beautiful log off here on everything. You guys can see it, just all about the interactions. It's all about getting perfect interactions in this matchup and just having higher IQ than them, to be honest. Nice win. Alright, it's Jonah. He's one of the top E-Golem players. I couldn't find a single E-Golem player on top ladder, so we're facing him right now. We're going to have to be pretty careful here. You can easily get punished in this matchup, especially in single elixir. Luckily, we do not get E-Golem first played. I'll go for a drill. You don't want to drill too much in this matchup, but we do have our knight down, so if he plays a Skelly King, it will get at least some health off of it. Gonna poison. We're just gonna have to be pretty careful with our defense and spam a ton of Demolishers. That's really gonna be our game plan here. Demolisher is super good in this matchup. The main issue is when they make a double lane push. Yeah, he's setting up with the Eagle and push now. He's probably gonna Night Witch behind it, then Skelly King on the right side. That can be really hard to defend, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. And also, you do have to keep track of their Evo skeletons. Oh, the Demolisher will die here, but at least it's gonna, you know, just explode on everything, so it's not that bad. That's why I like Demolisher. Even if it does die, it still pretty much always gets some value with the explosion. Not the best Skelly King ability, a little bit early. We can just go for a late Demolisher, and I think we should be okay here. You do have to be careful of the Eagle and Bloblitz, though. I feel like that's what gets most of the damage. That was a beautiful Ice Spirit, though, and I think we're fine at this point. Okay, he has no Skelly King, and we do have our Demolisher counter pushing, so I will drill off to this side. He's probably going to have to Evo Wizard. Yeah, I'll just go for the poison here onto it. Should be fine. Demolisher is actually on the tower. Not bad, actually. Not a bad start. You don't want to play too many drills in this matchup, but if you do have the right opportunity, you definitely can. I'll go for the Tesla here. Pretty aggressive E-Golem. We can just Knight on the Wizard. Might take a little bit of damage, but hopefully not too much. Mainly when they do have their Skeleton King out of cycle, you can play your drills. It is kind of nice to force out their Wizard, especially their Evo Wizard, so they can't make a big push with it. A little bit of a weird Demolisher, but don't really have much of a choice right now. Our cycle's kind of bad. He's going to have to respond here with something. We'll see what he does, though. Wait, I don't know if that's enough. It's a nice connection. I'll go for the Evo Drill in the back. They can't see the icon when it's an Evo Drill, so we'll see if he Skelly Kings the front. Nice, perfect. Yes, that's so good. Yeah, it's a really good tip to go for your drill in the back when it's an Evo if you think for sure they're going to go for like a Ghost or a Skelly King, or even a Valkyrie in the front. Nice, he misses the Void, let's go. Now we just go for a late Evo Tesla here. I don't know how that Eagle almost saw that drill. Okay, that's really good. Log will kill the Wizard too. We're playing so well here. You guys can see the Demolishers are a pretty big issue too. They can always Void on your stuff, but they can only either kill the Tesla or the Demolisher, not both of them. There's the Evo Skeletons. Evo Skeletons can definitely wreck you. To be honest with you guys, if you want to be safe in this matchup, really just don't drill much in single elixir, but if you're more confident, you definitely can drill sometimes in the right situation when they have like their Skelly King out or whatever. Alright, very nice win in a pretty difficult matchup. I know this guy plays Pekka. Pekka is a pretty solid matchup for our deck, but you do have to be pretty careful. When you're facing any Void deck, you can still lose no matter how good the matchup is, just because Void is an interesting card, to say the least. We're going to have really good defense here. We're not going to want to go for too many drills in this matchup either. The Mother Witch will actually be kind of annoying. A little bit of an awkward Demolisher here, but it should be fine. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Mother Witch. It's not good against the drill itself, but it is going to be quite annoying on our skeletons and stuff like that. We should be fine here against the Bandit with just an Ice Spirit, so that should be good. You can sometimes get your king up off a Bandit, like, if they have a Battle Ram, and then the Bandit charges on the low HP Tesla, then it's still at full HP itself, you can just go for like an Ice Spirit in front of your king and get your king up. That is a pretty nice play to do, whenever you do get the chance to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to go for a drill here. If you go for a drill, you pretty much just give them a free ghost, so as you guys can kind of see, in a lot of matchups with drill, you really just don't want to play your drills too much in single elixir. The same thing goes for, honestly, the majority of other matchups like this. We're going to have to be really careful of the Evo Battleram here. We're going to have to make sure we have our Evo Tesla when he has the Evo Battleram. That is pretty important to try to do, if you can. Just going to poison here. You kind of have to against the Evo Wizard most of the time. Pretty fine defense here. Okay, actually we're in a little bit of trouble right now. Our cycle is pretty bad. We do have our Knight now, but the Ghost is already on our tower. Man, this is a really bad start. Oh, that's so bad. See, normally I try to play pretty defensive. Like, sometimes in this matchup, you literally have to go for like one drill the whole game in triple elixir and you just poison cycle the rest of it. But since we're down so much damage, we just have to go aggressive at this point. In this matchup, since we're down so much, it's kind of good to go opposite lane, but if I wasn't down so much, I'd just go same lane and try to poison cycle. Hopefully our drill does get a bit of damage here. Man, that Evo Battleram was actually kind of good, but at least he has no Battleram now for his big Pekka push. At least no evolved Battleram, so that's decent. Yeah, I don't know, it's going to be hard to come back still, though. It's hard to get damage. It's not that hard to defend, but it's hard to get damage. In double elixir especially, you really are not going to take too much damage if you play perfect. In single is mainly when you could sometimes get some unlucky random damage. We just have to make sure we play perfect at this point. I'm going to Evo Drill here. He has no Ghost in cycle, so it could be our opportunity to get a little bit of damage. We do have our Evo Tesla too, which should do a great job here. Nice, look at the drill go on the tower. That's really good, actually. Okay, we're pretty much right back in it at this point. Well, not quite, but I don't know. I feel like we're doing pretty good here. Hopefully Demolisher does some solid damage to the Pekka. We can go for a late Tesla. We'll see if he keeps on spamming us at the bridge. He probably will. Or I guess not. Do have to waste our Knight here. Alright, so yeah, we're just like a poison away from being in the lead. We can actually drill now. I don't know why he keeps on wasting his Ghost. Okay, the Mother Witch is gonna be a little bit annoying. We just have to Knight here. Hopefully our drill does do something. Ooh, that was kind of bad, actually. Man, we're right back completely out of the lead now. Or not even close to getting the lead now. Kind of bad arrows. He just wasted a lot of elixir, so I will go in for the drill in the back and then also the Demolisher. Just hoping he doesn't see the drill all the way in the back. Nice, let's go! Dude, you guys would be so surprised how many times people do not see a drill in the back. Like, if it's the heat of the moment. Wow! How did that Demolisher do that? No, but actually, you guys would be so surprised how many people don't see the drill in the back when it's the heat of the moment, because they're not staring at their tower, they don't see the icon, they're just like staring at your tower trying to make a push and stuff. You guys would actually be surprised. Sometimes the drills in the back can be really good. Okay, so now we just have to defend perfect. We're in a pretty good spot, up 500 damage, so we'd have to make a pretty big misplay to lose at this point. Or a Evo Battleram is really going to be our only issue, but our Evo Tesla's going to kind of prevent him from doing much. A terrible Void. And guys, I will say in this matchup, you want to be very careful with your Goblin Demolisher. If you waste your Demolisher on one side and then they go for a Pekka on the other, you can just be in so much trouble. Beautiful drill placement once again. Yeah guys, especially in single elixir, you have to be very careful with your Demolisher. Mainly just single elixir. Later in the game, you can sometimes use them on offense, but really not too much. Unless you're down a lot of damage. Okay, just gonna go for a Tesla here. I think we're fine. He has no Void, so he really can't kill this, I think. Man, I was worried for a second, but now we just need basically just one more poison and we should have it. Gonna Skelly's up high. He does have arrows for some reason. Not really sure why. Gonna Tesla like so. And poison will take it. I guess we can log 2. Hopefully we even take it in time. I think we got it. Man, look at our spectators going crazy. 1 HP. Alright, we're in the next one. I'll just go in for the Goblin drill first play. Some people ask me why I don't go for drills on the side or in the back first play. The main reason why is because now the icon shows where the drill is going, so you pretty much always want to go for it in the front. If it didn't show where the drill was going, then you could actually go for it in a different placement and your opponent wouldn't know where it was going. Seeing the Knight and Bomber, I'm not really sure what this will be. Night Witch as well. Oh, you know what? I think it might be Giant Graveyard, especially with the Cannoneer too. Okay, probably going to be Giant Graveyard here. This matchup is honestly kind of difficult. The nice thing though is that they have Cannoneers, so if you get an Evo Drill, you can definitely do something. Yeah, it is Giant Graveyard. Yeah, the only saving grace of this matchup is the fact that they have Cannoneer, otherwise it's really difficult. Hard to make a good push. We'll see if he has the bowler version or not. Not sure if he will. They usually either have minions or bowler. Honestly, minions aren't even too much easier than bowler though, because minions are really hard for us to kill here. We have poison for them, but we have to waste it on the graveyard. I guess Demolisher can kill them on defense sometimes, but not even always. Okay, he does have minions. That'll make it a little bit harder for him to stop our drill, but his cycle will be quicker, and also it's going to be hard for us to stop them on offense. So we'll see how we do here. I have been beating Bowler Giant Graveyard quite often too, but it's honestly a very bad matchup. I feel like I just have been playing better than the Giant Graveyard players, which is not very hard to do. Log will kill the Night Witch here. We should be okay. So in this matchup, if they have Bowler, you have to be a lot more careful with when you go for a drill. You have to usually always have support for it, or just go for it at the perfect time when they don't have enough elixir or whatever. But if they have minions, you can be a little bit more aggressive with the drills, just not too over aggressive. I feel like when you're playing drill, you really just have to kind of learn how to play based off of the momentum of the game. Like, whether you have momentum or your opponent has momentum is really going to change how you play the deck quite a bit. Alright, he's going to maybe respond here. Oh no, the tower targeted the wrong thing. I do want to go opposite lane. We can't really poison his Night Witches and stuff like that, so it is better to go opposite lane at this point. We do have our Evo Tesla, so if he goes in for a Giant Graveyard, I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, we should be okay. We're going to have to watch out for the Evo Bomber quite a bit as well. I feel like that's one of the biggest things. When you know they have Evo Bomber in cycle, you really have to make sure you're ready to block it. His next Bomber should be Evo. So that is going to be a little bit of a tricky thing to stop. We're down a bit of damage here, but we do have our Evo drill, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'll drill this side just because we have our Demolisher, even though I kind of wanted to go opposite lane. Okay, we could maybe get our king up off this Evo Bomber if we're lucky. Yeah, he's probably going to go for a push with this, or maybe if he doesn't, we can just get our king tower up. We kind of have to knight here. Hopefully it doesn't prevent us from being able to get our king up here against the Evo Bomber. I think we should be able to. I'm just going to go for the Ice Tiny like so. Nice, we do get our king up. Okay, that's going to really help us out right now in this matchup. It's actually rather easy to get your king up against Evo Bomber if they play it, like... Yeah, I mean, if they play it, you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to get your king up off of it. Alright, we're still down in damage, though, which is kind of bad. I will go same lane at this point, just because we can also start to poison on offense a little bit, since we do have our king up now. Oh, dude, the Giant saved the Bomber from getting hit by our log. Okay, it's still not going to be easy, though. We need damage, and we're just not really getting that at this point. He's probably going to go for a graveyard. Yeah, we kind of have to poison still, even with our king up, so it's still not going to be good. I actually don't even know if we're going to win this. Just going to demolish her, kind of want to save our Evo Tesla for the next defense. Okay, nice, so Demolisher is still alive here. Okay, this has to be our push where we at least get a little bit of damage. Gonna Evo Tesla way up high just to kill the minions. Bomber will die here with the log as well. We do get one Goblin on tower. Yo, nice Demolisher! Dude, my Demolishers are so broken today. I don't even know why, they just keep on connecting. Okay, there's the Evo Bomber. Our knight's a little bit too high though for him to actually get on our tower with that. Bomber will die here to our log. Okay, we're in a really good spot now. We can Evo Drill, get our Demolisher off as well, get an Ice Spirit down. I will take the poison value as well. Nice, that's perfect. Nice, the Demolisher. Okay. Okay, looking really good. He's probably going to go for one more push, but I don't think there's any way he actually wins this. Yeah, King Tower does really save you in this matchup. You don't always need to get the King Tower up, though. You just have to really play smart. Yeah, there's nothing too special about this match, but just all about playing smart based on the momentum of the game. That's pretty much all there is to it. Alright, we're up against a Kiwi. I'll go for the Ice Tiny first play. I think this guy is playing Mega Knight. He is a pretty solid Mega Knight player. Yeah, it has to be Mega Knight Minor Wall Breakers. He could also have the Bush over Wall Breakers. We'll see, though. Not really sure what variation he's running, because he never had the Demolisher before. In this matchup, I don't know, we're going to have to be really careful. The Mega Knight is not super easy for them to punish you with, but you still have to be careful of when you actually go in for your Goblin drills. The Demolisher will do a nice job here, though, going to counter pretty much everything pretty well. I think the hardest part of this matchup will be the Evo Bats. Whenever a deck has Evo Bats, I feel like that's always the hardest part for our deck to be able to stop. Not the best start here. Hopefully Drill does something. Don't have much for the Bats, kind of have to Knight. We're in a little bit of an awkward spot now. Our cycle is super bad to stop a Prince. Okay, this might be kind of bad here. The Prince Mega Knight pushes might be a little bit hard to stop, but I feel like Demolisher is really broken at the same time that it can probably defend them pretty well. A little bit of chip damage on the left side. We do have our Evo Drill now, but I don't want to go in or anything like that. Gonna log here. Nice, let's go. Beautiful log on the Goblin gang. No connection though, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna need a really good Evo Drill here to get a ton of damage. We just have to be careful of when we actually go in for it. Our cycle's kind of bad right now, so just gonna Evo Drill and, I don't know, hope to get a little bit of chip damage. We can't really support it too well except this poison. That is some damage though, for sure. That's pretty good actually. Demolisher should start running away, forcing out the Mega Knight finally. You can always activate your King Tower against Mega Knight, but when it's double Elixir especially, they're pretty much always going to support it a lot, so they don't really give you the chance to do so. Yeah, we can't really get our King up here. It's a little bit too risky. It's so funny how sometimes people are so, I don't know, are just so worried about getting their King up that they just end up losing their tower, basically, in the process. We have to demolish. We have, like, nothing else to do here. Yeah, Evo Bats are, like, the worst part of this for us. Man, these Evo Bats are going to do so much damage, even with our Demolisher. Looking really bad right now, honestly. It's going to be very hard to come back in this matchup. I don't think Demolisher will connect. Oh, it actually did somehow. Okay, we're actually kind of back in it now once again. Gonna Tesla way off to the side. I don't really care that it's so far because it's just gonna defend this left side even better now. So that's actually kind of good. That was actually kind of for the best with our Tesla here. Do have to get our Demolisher down. I will log as well. These Princes can be a bit annoying. We do have our Evo Tesla now. We'll just play it up high just to support our Demolisher if he tries to go for anything onto it. I think he might have to block it. We'll see, though. Okay. Alright. Not too bad, but... yeah, I don't know. We're not looking good. Not too bad either. You guys can see against Mega Knight, you can kind of spam your drills if they don't have Ghost, but... you do have to make sure you have really good defense. If you don't have really good defense, you can easily get punished, but if you have the perfect defense, you can usually get away with going for some aggressive Goblin drills, and you just defend super well with your Goblin Demolishers. It's nice that we're going opposite lane here too, so his Mega Knights are always on the wrong side. These Bats are going to be like unstoppable though, to be honest. But luckily Demolisher is just carrying, and also the death of it will kill the remaining stuff here if we need it to. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, we do have our Evo Drill now. We're up only a little bit of damage, so I'll go for... okay, actually, I'm not going to go in. Just going to wait for this Prince first. Alright, now we can go for the Evo Drill all the way in the back. Nice, he has no Mega Knight, no Prince. I don't really know how he stops this, honestly. We can poison on this. I think we're fine on defense here. It's really important to also split up the Mega Knight and the Prince whenever you can, like going for the Knight on the... oh no, this is bad. But yeah, going for like the Knight on the Mega Knight and then the Skellies on the Prince, you have to kind of split up that stuff like that. Because if you played the Skellies right on the Mega Knight instead of the Prince, then they would get a lot less value. Very nice Demolisher. I'll go for another Drill here. We have to keep on getting some more chip damage. We are up in damage, but we still have kind of just not a very big lead. I don't think Demolisher will do anything at this point. It's okay, though. Just gonna have Poison on this. Really aggressive, but you can kind of get away with Poison cycling on stuff that doesn't really make sense sometimes with this deck. That's kind of how these Poison decks work. You just have good defense and then Poison cycle. I think we should be fine here with our Evo Tesla. Yeah, there's no way he's going to break through this. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even play completely perfect, but yeah, we just have to play better than our opponent to win. I feel like that's really what you have to focus on. You just have to play better than your opponent to win games. Alright, nice. Very good game. We're up against my friend Hoop. I'll just face him today in any matchups I can't find on top ladder. I'm not sure what he's playing right now. I told him he could play a few different decks here. Looks like it could be Sparky though, seeing the heal tiny. Not really much else it could be. If it is Sparky, this will be a pretty interesting matchup. Yeah, I think it is Sparky. We don't really have too many great answers for the Sparky, but if you play perfect defense, you definitely can defend. I think the best thing about this is the Demolisher. Demolisher really just does carry in any matchup where they have mainly ground cards. It's only not that good against, like, Lava Hound, but even then, against Lava Hound, it's quite good on offense. We're gonna have to be pretty careful about when we go for our drills in this matchup. When you're facing Sparky, you don't want to go for a drill when they're setting up with a Sparky push. You only want to go for it usually either before or after, unless you just have a good opportunity. I'm not sure if he's gonna have a big spell or not. Oh, this baseball tiny does killer stuff. It's okay, though. He might go for a NATO here. I think he has the NATO. Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of an early NATO by him, so now we have a decent counter push here. We're just gonna have to figure out if he has a big spell or not here. I'm not sure if he does. I feel like he might not. Which is, I guess, decent for us. It's gonna make it so our Demolisher and our Tesla will be quite nice. Also, in this matchup, you can go same lane if you want, just to, you know, poison cycle onto the Sparkies, but you can also go opposite lane if you're down in damage and you kind of need to make a comeback. You guys can notice, like, a common thing is that when you're down a lot of damage, you do want to go opposite lane. I've already been mentioning that, but yeah, really just an important thing for you guys to know. If you're down a lot of damage, you don't want to go same lane because they stack up their troops in that lane, so you can't play the same as if you were winning. Alright, I'll go for the Demolisher here. I'm pretty certain he has no big spells, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We just have to play our cards perfect here. I'm gonna log here for a baseball tiny, maybe. Nice, beautiful. Kind of a weird wizard for him. It's gonna do something, I guess, but not too much. I think we're chilling here. We do have our Evo drill too, and he has no wizard in cycle, so this should be pretty good. Demolisher is gonna force out some response from him, or just connect to the tower, I think. Okay, very nice damage, wow. Looking really good. I'll poison. Yo, the Demolisher! Man, what a set of plays. We're playing so good right now. Okay. And by the way, guys, you can kind of change your playstyle based on what Sparky version they have. This guy does have the Tornado version, so his cycle's a little bit more awkward. We can be a tiny bit more aggressive, but if they have, like, Dark Prince E-Barb's version, you do have to just pretty much play full defense. We're kind of playing mostly defense right now, but yeah, when you face the Dark Prince version, you have to play even less Goblin drills than we're playing right now. Should be a nice defense right here. Mini Pekka should hopefully die. This push might honestly just be it here. We can poison onto the Sparky. You can always poison the Sparkies, at least in double elixir. In single, you have to be a little bit more careful, but you still can usually get away with it. Nice, that's good game. Oh no, it's Hypno. He's a Logbait player. Normally Logbait is fine, but when they have an aggressive version like he does with these quick spam cards, it's really difficult, especially ever since Evo Barrel became a thing. Really hard for us to stop the evolved Goblin barrels, and he has Valkyrie for our drill too. I don't know how the heck we're gonna win here. We're gonna have to make some crazy outplay. Okay, that's a very bad E-Spirit. I guess he thinks we have the Magic Archer version, even though we don't. Okay, this might be our one chance to win here, now that we have our King Tower up. We should have no chance to win normally, but since we have our King up, that could definitely help us out quite a bit, especially to counter the Evo barrels. I'll go for the log up high here. That's a smart barrel in the back. Still not too bad because of our King Tower, though. If we didn't have our King up right now, we'd already be kind of dead at this point. But yeah, really good to get your King up whenever you can in this matchup. They don't always give you the chance, but whenever you do, it's a great play to make. And also, guys, even if there isn't a full HP E-Spirit, like there's an E-Spirit that has, like, you know, 2/3 HP left, or even 1/3 HP left, if you go for a card, like one tile in front of your Princess Tower, and then a card in the normal King Tower activation spot, it will activate your King Tower, even if the E-Spirit is only on very low HP. I don't really care about the barrel. You guys can see the King is really helping us here, and we can just kind of ignore his stuff a lot more now. That is a little bit of drill damage. A little bit of an early Fire Spirit. So we are up in damage now, which is not bad. But I feel like even with our King up, this will still be kind of difficult. There's the Evo barrel. I'm going to log up high. He does go for the barrel far back again. Kind of just worth it to log away the Princess, though, since we have our King up. Even damage on both sides here, so not too bad for us at this point. And also in this matchup, usually single elixir is the hardest part. Later in the game is better. He's not going to have any big spell here, so our Demolishers are not really going to be able to be killed. Oh, he has Rocket? What the heck? He's always switching his variations all the time. Man, this matchup is so bad then, since he has Rocket too. This will be pretty tough, honestly, to outdo the Rocket cycle. The one nice thing is that he has no small spell, so sometimes the drills can get a bit of random damage, but he has Fire Spirit, which kind of acts like a log anyways, so I don't know how we'll do. We just have to set up for another drill push here. Always making sure to go for demolishers too. Don't just always go for lone drills in this type of match, especially when they have like a Valkyrie, then you're just going to get no damage if you always go for lone drills. Oh, the goblins, wow. That was a lot of nice damage. Wow, beautiful demolisher as well. We have a chance now, actually, with all that damage. We just have to try to defend the princess cheaply here. Okay, have to skellies too. Okay, Ice Spirit should kill the princess. Evo Drill hopefully can do something. I'm going to poison too. Nice, look at the goblin on the tower. Nice. That is not going to be any more damage here, but still looking quite good. Okay, we just need like one more good drill push at this point. Got a knight here for the princess. Yeah, we just need either 2 poisons or, you know, a little bit of drill damage. He has no Valkyrie in cycle now, but he's probably going to Evo barrel, so we have to be careful for that. Yeah, I'm just going to log this side. The real barrel is on the left here, but I think we should be okay. Just going to Tesla up high. Yeah, just need to get our poison down here quickly. Alright. Hopefully barrel doesn't get enough damage here. Oh, wait a minute. Log? Nah, there's no chance for him. Alright, very nice win. Okay, this guy is a Hog 2.6 player. Hog is normally a pretty solid matchup for Goblin Drill. You just have to make sure you defend very well. In this type of matchup, you also shouldn't be afraid to go for defensive Goblin Drills and stuff like that. You just want to defend as good as you can and then get a handful of drills on the tower for some chip damage. Like, I'll drill here. It's better to drill than to Tesla if you can get away with it, because then it just allows you to get closer to your Evo drill. A little bit of an early log by him. And also, if you play your drill, sometimes you're not going to get out-cycled. We do have a pretty quick cycle with this deck, but 2.6's cycle is a little bit quicker, so you have to be a little bit careful in single elixir especially. If he plays super well, this could get interesting, but yeah, he has, you know, no Valkyrie, not really anything amazing for Goblin Drill. He might try to go for another Hog Rider here, we'll see though. If he actually gets to it in time. Okay, I'll go for a drill on the tower now. Should be fine. Nice to force out the Evo Ice Spirit. Musketeer's a little bit awkward for him. Gonna go for a late Tesla here. I think we should be okay. Just gonna skeletons. Alright, we do have our Evo drill here. I really hope we don't have to play it on defense or anything like that. I'll go for it on offense quickly. Okay, nice. So he's gonna have to respond to it now instead of going for a Hog Rider. Gonna maybe get a little bit of chip damage if we're lucky, but I mean, even just the impact damage is honestly pretty solid. Okay, I don't know if this will actually get any damage here. Okay, I mean, it's all good though. We forced out a good amount of elixir. Hopefully Hog gets no hits here. That would be ideal. Okay, perfect. And guys, Hog EQ, you want to play it pretty much the same way as this. It really depends if they have like goblins or guards. If they have goblins or guards, you have to be a little bit more passive sometimes, but yeah, you just want to play it a similar way, just sometimes going for defensive drills whenever you can, and yeah, there's nothing much to it. Really just perfect defense is all you need. And just some basic offensive knowledge. You really don't need to know much to win this matchup. Hopefully that gets no hits here. Okay, nice, perfect. Our defense is perfect right now. We can Evo Tesla, can also stun the Musketeer a little bit. That's not bad. And even if you are down a bit of damage and single elixir from taking like a Hog first play hit or something like that, you should still be fine because you pretty much will always get it back later in the game with your drills. You can also always tank for your drill with a knight or something if you want to get more damage, but you really don't have to unless you're down a lot. But if you are down a lot and they defend your drills with logs all the time, you kind of want to get a tank down. It is good to go same lane in this matchup, but he might try to just push on the right side from now on. If he does, I'm not really going to switch lanes at this point. A little bit too late for that. The Musketeer will be a little bit annoying, but we should be all good. I'll cycle the early Tesla just to make sure he can't outcycle us. He can either fireball the Tesla or the Demolisher. Alright, Tesla will counter this Hog pretty easily. Yes, I mean, really all you have to do is just not get outcycled. That's really it. It's really single elixir where you can sometimes lose the game. After single elixir, you're very unlikely to lose if you get in a decent spot. Wait, this Hog might get a hit here. Okay, wait, we're actually kind of down right now in damage somehow. Okay, wait, I have to kind of lock in, actually. Hold up. I should not have let that hog get a hit. He's gonna have to respond here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, he can always defend our drills well, but he never really gets any counter push ever from the drills, and he also never gets that good of an elixir trade either. These drills are always getting nice impact damage and stuff like that, too. I'll Evo Tesla up high, gonna kill the Musketeer pretty much, I think. At least with the Death Shockwave. Alright, I'm gonna try to defend this without our Tesla. Hopefully it works out okay. No, actually I'm gonna Tesla. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna out-cycle us and spell damage, though, to the towers, because we have Drill. Yeah, I think this guy's dead at this point. It's so weird how the Goblin Drill Evo just spawns these random goblins out of nowhere, like these ghost spawns or whatever you call it. I'm just gonna go for this here, poison on defense. You can always poison the Musketeers, even if they're not in the same lane you're going for, if you want to be safe. I think... Okay, I was gonna say I think the Tesla will stay alive, but not quite. Doesn't really matter either way, just have to get a poison off here. Log as well. He's gonna Hog Rider, yeah, but we already have our Tesla back. Alright. GG. Oh, this guy. This guy's a double Prince player. I think he has Goblin Giant Double Prince, could also be normal Giant Double Prince. This guy always BMs me, so hopefully we can beat him and get him good. The bats once again are going to be really annoying in this matchup, so we're going to have to be very careful in single elixir. Against this type of deck, you also really don't want to drill very often at all. At least in single elixir. Even though he has no Dark Prince in cycle, I still don't want to drill right away because I know he has probably a Goblin Gang or whatever other bait cards, so we're still not really going to get any damage with our drills, and just give him a free counter push is really all we'll do. The Goblin Demolishers should be very good here, though. I think he might have no big spell. I'm pretty sure he just runs the Arrows Zap version, so our Demolishers are going to get a lot of value. There's the Goblin Gang. The Evo Goblin Giant could also be pretty annoying, but I feel like our Demolisher will do a good job against it. That's a little bit of drill damage right there, too. Not too bad. I'll Demolisher again. We have double Demolisher down now, which could actually be quite good for us here. Hopefully the bats do die. Okay. Okay, nice. That's perfect. Look at the Demolisher. Does he have anything? I don't think this one will connect here, but it's okay. Oh, it does. What the heck? How did that just happen? I don't even know what just happened, but very nice defense. Kind of a bad Goblin Giant by him, to be honest. This guy cannot stop laughing. Man, this guy's so funny. I'm not going to drill right now because I know he has the Dark Prince in cycle. It is pretty good to defend first in this match, but then counter push, usually, if possible. Have to Demolisher here as well. Should be okay, though. Should counter all of this pretty easily. Alright. By the way, guys, if you're learning some new stuff, do make sure to like this video as well. That would really help me out. Gonna poison here. I have no choice, really. If you don't drill too much, you usually will have the elixir to poison the bats when you need to, though, so it's not the end of the world. Pretty good damage already for us, too, on the left side as well, so we can always switch lanes if we have to. Alright, we just have to basically spam our Demolishers, spam our Tesla. Honestly, the game plan with Goblin Drill is quite similar in a lot of different matchups, so I feel like it doesn't take super long to learn this deck. It's all about having perfect interactions, then this stuff I'm telling you guys about, you know, momentum and whatever, and how you want to change your playstyle, that will just come pretty quickly over time. I mean, not too quickly, but you guys will definitely learn if you try to master this deck. It won't take you super long. We're defending perfect at this point. I really don't see us losing here. I feel like a lot of the time when I lose with Goblin Drill, it's just because it's a certain matchup where I just have to come back. I'm in a comeback position, but since we're actually in a fairly good position here, I don't think we're going to get in too much trouble. Okay, wait, that's actually a lot of damage on the left side. Okay, wait a minute, now we actually kind of have to step it up a little bit. Yeah, we kind of have to go for the Evo Drill. We have to get some damage back here. I do go for my Evo Drills in the front almost every time, but it's fine to go for it in the back a lot too. If you feel like your opponent's not going to respond to it well in the back, they might, you know, fail some predictions or whatever. Demolisher should counter these princes very easily. We can just go for a Tesla like so. Sometimes they do have Void in these types of decks. If they do, you still want to play it pretty similarly. You just want to be a little bit more careful with your Demolisher in that case and make sure that you force them to always only void the Tesla or the Demolisher, then whichever one they don't void will defend for you pretty easily. Beautiful Ice Spirit right there. A little bit of drill chip damage as well. This might connect. Yo! Beautiful connection. Guys, I swear, I don't know how many random Demolishers of mine have connected so far this video, but it's been a lot, man. These Demolishers do not deserve to connect. Okay. So, we're up a lot of damage. Just have to defend well here. Don't even need to poison on these bats. They should just die to our stuff, because, yeah. I'll drill now. We don't even have to drill, but I feel like we can get away with it pretty easily, so might as well. This Demolisher will be kind of hard for him to stop. Okay. It will explode on the Princes, so that's decent. We do have our Evo Tesla too. Evo Drill is going to be tough for him to stop. He does waste the Goblin gang. I'll poison here as well. We can just Evo Tesla for defense. Should hopefully bail us out. I don't actually think our Evo Drill will take it here, so we have to make sure we can actually defend. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold up, hold up. Wait, dude, our cycle is so bad right now. Wait a minute. Dude, our cycle is so bad. Okay, we're chilling though. Thank goodness we're up so much damage already. Gotta log nothing. Easy. Alright, we're up against Hoop again. Guys, I feel like Goblin Drill is a really good deck to invest your resources into. It's one of the best decks right now in the meta, and I think it'll be really consistent over time. It already kind of has been, but I feel like it'll be kind of just like Miner. Also, I don't really see this deck getting any heavy nerfs. I think the Evo Tesla and the Evo Goblin Drill could get a nerf sometime soon, but even if they do, I think the deck will still remain pretty solid. The Drill itself, even without the Evo, isn't that bad. It just maybe a little bit below average, but with the Evo, it becomes just such a strong win condition. The thing I love the most about this deck is the outplay potential, though. Okay, I'm pretty sure this has to be an E-Giant deck here. Hopefully the bowler does die here. It might get one hit. Okay, it does get one hit. It's okay, though. Kind of a bad start. Quite a bit of damage for him already. I'll go aggressive here with the Goblin Drill and the Demolisher because he has no bowler in cycle and he spent quite a few elixir, so hopefully we can punish him a little bit. This matchup won't be easy. It's not a bad matchup, but the bowler does make it quite difficult sometimes. The main thing you have to watch out for is when they try to go for a Tornado Bowler lineup on your tower. That's really the main way they get a lot of damage usually. A good thing to do in this matchup is to spam a lot of Teslas. Like if you think they're going to go in for an E-Giant push, they play like a bowler in the back or something, then it can be quite a good idea to just set up an early Teslas, because then if they play the E-Giant into it, just going to die to it. And if they try to Lightning, you just get back to another Tesla pretty quickly. A little bit of evolved Goblin Drill damage, not too much, but still a little something that does put us right back in the damage lead. Just going to Demolish her like so. I think we should be okay, hopefully. The bowler might line up a little bit, but that's not too bad, honestly. Oh, the bowler. We're taking some random bowler hits here. Not the best start. Should be a few hundred HP healthier on our left side right now, but it's okay. There's the Electro Giant. They usually don't even play the E-Giant in single. Only in double they start to really spam it, because otherwise you can punish them pretty easily. You can be pretty aggressive in this matchup if they do decide to E-Giant in single elixir. Oh, nice! Very good Demolisher connection. We have to be really careful, though. Oh, the bowler's actually in front, which is good, but this Evo Knight is going to be super annoying. I don't even know how we're going to stop this. Oh, man, the bowler might get on our tower, too. Yeah, this is where everything kind of falls apart in this matchup. Oh, the bowler actually got, like, no lineup damage whatsoever. We're down so much elixir right now. We have to go for a defensive drill. You should not be afraid to play a defensive drill in this match, but actually is very good against E-Giant. We actually might be able to survive here. If we survive, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think we actually survive. Wow. At least we should be able to, unless this bowler goes too crazy. I don't think it will do too much, though. I'm going to Evo Drill. Oh, bad lightning. He was trying to maybe predict something. Nice. Okay, I think we're in a really good spot. Our drill might get some damage. I'll poison as well. Why not? He's kind of trying to lightning cycle us, so might as well get some free poison damage, too. I can't believe we just survived that E-Giant push right there. Now it's going to get really difficult, though. This Evo Tesla should be good high up. He can't really kill it too easily since it is evolved. You don't always want to play your Tesla high up. Usually you don't want to play it high up, but sometimes you do if you're trying to avoid giving too much lightning value. Especially later in the game, sometimes it's better to go for high Teslas. But if you always go for them up high, they can just easily snipe them and not even go for the lightning at all, so you do have to be careful. He can't really kill our Tesla now without his lightning and cycle. I'll go for a knight way high up to make sure he can't go for any type of bowler line up here, or anything too crazy like that. I'll demolish her as well here. Just want to get a little bit of chip damage somehow. Even if we don't, we're still in a pretty solid spot. The Evo Knight's probably the most annoying part of this matchup though. But we're kind of forcing it out at awkward times for him, I feel like. He could lightning our Tesla and the tower here, but E-Giant's already pretty much dead, so not really too worried about that. Phoenix is getting targeted, which I guess is decent for us here. I'll poison as well. Might as well get some, tower damage. It is good to go same lane to get the poison value, but you can always go opposite lane too if you want to avoid the bowlers a little bit better. Not have to, play into the bowlers with your Goblin drills and stuff. E-Giant's basically already dead at this point. Our Evo drill is just going so crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to drill. Oopsie. I don't think it even matters, though. Man, we played so well this game. I can't believe we just defended some of those E-Giant pushes. We were down like 7 elixir, too. There's no time for him. We just go for a second Tesla, and yeah. You can see these second Teslas really secure the defenses quite a bit. Alright, we're up against one of my patrons. Okay, this guy has Goblin Drill too, so it's going to be a Goblin Drill mirror matchup, probably. The mirror matchup for Goblin Drill can be a little bit dumb. The main thing you want to do is try to get to your Evo Drill as much as possible. So, we're not in the best spot already. Oh, he has the Magic Archer version. I feel like this matchup is pretty difficult. I think the Magic Archer version has an edge in this matchup, but we could still win for sure. You just need to defend the Magic Archers perfectly, which is pretty much impossible. But, I mean, you can do as much as you can to prevent taking too much damage from them. You have to be careful with your Knights, especially. The good thing is that Tesla is really nice to counter this deck that he has, because if we spam the Tesla, you can't really push into it too easily. And also, he has no big spell, so that's another good thing. It is great to go same lane in this matchup if possible. We're going to get to our Evo Drill before he gets to his Evo Drill, it looks like, which is going to be pretty nice for us here. The main thing is that we just can't really cycle our Knight, which is just kind of annoying here. So we're going to have to defend most of these drills with our Log and Ice Spirit or Skeletons. Also, I see some people asking why sometimes I log the drill before and then Ice Spirit or Skeletons after. The main reason why is because you want to be unpredictable. You can fully counter a drill by going for a log and then Skeletons or Ice Spirit after instead of logging last. And the reason why you might do that is because, say your opponent goes for a prediction log to predict your Skeletons or Ice Spirit. If you go for the log first and then your Skeletons after or Ice Spirit after, then they won't predict that with an early log. So yeah, that's why I try to switch it up sometimes. We're off to a pretty good start here. Not really much damage though for us. Hopefully we're able to defend his Evo Drill pretty well too. Without giving any free Magic Archer value. It's really good to always go for the log on the first Evo Drill. Like on the first wave of the Evo Drill, you kind of just want to log and then kill those and then, just play your cycle cards for the rest of it. This Tesla will do a very good job here on the left side, kind of preventing him from really going in for a big push here. Okay. The Demolisher also does slow down his cycle a little bit. This guy's cycle really isn't too quick compared to ours, but still kind of annoying in this matchup, I feel like, to just face the Magic Archer. Ooh, that was a terrible Magic Archer, or just a very good Tesla by us, you could say. We're winning by a decent amount now. Oh, the Goblin. We're winning by 1 HP right now. Alright, I don't really care about the normal drill too much here. Just want to get to a nice Evo Drill. We do have our Evo Tesla too, which is very good against the Magic Archers. If you struggle a lot against the Magic Archers, just try to spam a lot of Evo Teslas. Really does just block up the lane. That stopped the Magic Archer pretty well. Now we do have our Evo Drill. It is kind of nice to get your drills tanked for if you can afford to do so, because then it makes it a little bit harder for them to defend it cheaply. But yeah, this matchup really is not easy at all. We are up just a little bit of damage. Oh, nice Goblin damage. We've been defending the Magic Archers pretty well so far. We'll see what he does here for this Tesla. That's an interesting Magic Archer. I think it might just die to our Tesla. Yeah, beautiful. You guys can really see the power of Tesla spam. I will take the poison here as well onto the Tesla, and hopefully whatever else he plays here for the Goblin drill. Ooh, failed tornado, let's go! Nice! That's so good for us. If you guys do want to avoid the King Tower activation, do make sure to go for your drill all the way in the corner, but I feel like at this point it really doesn't matter. We can just go for our drills in the normal position every time because it's already kind of late in the game. I don't think he's going to try to go for the King up anymore. Oh, nice! What a failed tornado! Man, we're playing so good right now. We have another Evo drill here, so I don't know if he has any chance to actually defend this. I don't think he does. He does have his own Evo drill here, but we should be okay. Double Demolishers might be able to do something. Maybe our second one can actually connect here. We'll see, though. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, he could go for a Magic Archer here. He probably will, but hopefully we're able to block up the lane a bit with our stuff here and defend okay. Okay, he's definitely going to go for a late Magic Archer. But it's going to get damaged, just not that much. Yeah, now we just poisoned again, and we pretty much only need one more poison to win. Or the timer might just run out at this point. Yeah, I think he has no chance. Evo Tesla's really broken too if we even need it, but yeah, I think we don't. Alright. I'm just going to log here. His Magic Archer has no way to get that much damage. Very nice one. Alright, it's one of the Teen Titans. This guy is pretty much the best 3.0 Xbow player in the game right now. Xbow is a pretty decent matchup. I think the hardest part of this matchup, though, is definitely the evolved archers. The main way they win is just by the evolved archers. We kind of just have to play it sort of slow in single elixir. We can cycle our drills and stuff like that, but not make any too crazy pushes, but then later in the game we could definitely do a little bit more. But yeah, you really don't make any really big pushes in this matchup. You just make little drill pushes, then defend the Xbows well with your Demolishers, Knights, and also the Evo Teslas are very useful too. This drill should be fine here as well. Okay, there's the Xbow. We'll see if we can defend here well. Hopefully we are able to. I'll go for the Demolisher. The Demolisher is always really good against Xbow because even if they do counter it, it can always run up to the Xbow in the second phase and take a decent amount of HP off of it. Pretty much an ideal start here. You do have to be a little bit careful to not get punished in single elixir. But so far we're looking pretty good with it. We do have our Evo drill up here too. He can defend our Evo drills pretty well, but I feel like it'll still get a pretty decent amount of tower chip damage just based off the impact alone, so that should be decent. Very nice Goblin stab on the tower as well. Yeah, that's already pretty good damage. A little bit of a late log as well. We're looking really good at this point. You do want to get a few hundred damage lead early on if you're able to. If you're not able to, it's fine too. Just try not to fall behind too much. I know he will have Evo Archers soon though. Okay, I'm just going to go for the Demolisher and the Knight. There are the Evo Archers. I think we should be okay though because Demolisher is right on the Xbow. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that will be a little bit of damage. Not good, but not too bad. That's why it is good to get a nice bit of early damage, because then it gives you a little bit of a buffer if you have to take some random Xbow damage. But at this point, now that it's double elixir, I'm feeling pretty good. I'll go for the Knight here and also Goblin drill. You don't normally want a Knight on offense, but I feel like we can afford to do it now just because we have a really good setup here. Drill might be able to do something. Okay, well, still a decent position. We're up like 500 damage. He can't really Fireball Cyclist in this matchup, because if he does, then we just outdo him with our drill chip damage. Okay, he does decide to Fireball Cycle. This poison should be okay here. Does do a bit less damage than Fireball though, but I think we're gonna be okay. There's the Xbow. I'll just go for a Tesla like so, then log everything away here. A little bit of an awkward spot for us right now. I need to go for another Knight. I'm gonna poison as well. Oh, that's gonna get some damage. Wait a minute. We're actually not really looking too good anymore, but luckily our good single elixir is kind of saving us right now from being behind in damage. We're gonna have to get some nice drills here, though. Okay, just gonna demolish her up high. It might still be able to splash on the Xbow with its death damage. Okay. That's pretty nice. I'll just go for a Tesla kind of into this. Hopefully the Xbow doesn't do too much here. We're in a pretty bad spot right now. It's really just the Evo Archers that are completely ruining us right now. Okay, I'll demolish her right here. Kind of a bad Tesla by him, I feel like. Oh wait, the Tesla's still reaching, man. Dang it, our cycle's so bad, we kind of have to Evo Tesla. It's going to prevent him from going in for an Xbow, though, on this side. Okay, he does go on that side. Okay, so now we can actually just get a poison off onto the Xbow. I never really tried to poison log the Xbows with a knight as well, but you can do it if they go in the lane you're trying to go for and it is double elixir. You can sometimes do it in single elixir too, but it's a little bit more risky. Alright, that's a decent amount of damage for us right there too. I'll go in for a drill. Since he wasted his fireball, I'm fine to poison as well. Tesla's pretty bad for him against our Evo drill. He's spending a lot of elixir right now and we're still getting good damage no matter what, it feels like. He does go for a defensive Xbow, which is kind of interesting. I'll demolish the bridge here because I feel like he has no great way to stop it. There's a chance I can just run up to the Xbow and explode onto it, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it will reach. Beautiful. Yeah, there's no way he's going to fireball cycle us out and do more damage than we can do to his tower. I will poison. Wait, that's not on the Xbow. I don't think it matters at all, though, luckily. Yeah, this matchup is rather solid. You guys can see, though, it's definitely possible to lose it, so you really have to make sure that you're locked in and on your best game. But yeah, I think there's no way for him to come back at this point. He doesn't even have enough time, so... Yeah, very, very nice and easy win against Xbow. I'll take it. Okay, it's time. It's drilling time. I don't know why, but I feel like I pretty much always have my drill and cycle first play. I will go for the poison here. I think this has to be Royal Hog's Earthquake. There's no other deck that has Archer Queen right now in this meta. Very nice damage already. Just gonna Tesla. Have to log this side. Hopefully the Archer Queen doesn't cause too many issues for us here. Bomber is on the tower. Okay, nice. Not too much damage for him. Oh, no Queen ability. Really good start. Also, the Demolisher is super nice in this matchup. The Demolisher is really good against piggies. If you just go for a Demolisher log, that will pretty much fully counter them. Especially with an Ice Spirit too. And you get a decent counter push as well with your Demolisher. This guy does have Cannoneer as well, which is going to be pretty bad for him. The one thing we do have to watch out for the most, though, is going to be the Evolved Bomber. That's really going to be our main thing that could cause some issues. We have a bit of a bad cycle right now for this Archer Queen. Wait, I think we're actually okay. That was a beautiful Ice Spirit by me. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, nice. We do have our Evo Tesla too for the next piggies if we need it. Looking great. We're up like 1k damage. This matchup you definitely do want to go same lane, but I don't even care. We're up so much damage already on the right side, so might as well stick to it. You don't have to spam too many drills in single elixir, but you can if you want to. If you feel like you can get away with it. I know this guy's next bomber will be evolved, so we do have to kind of watch out for that. Beautiful log here. When you're playing drill, you have to be pretty careful of Evo Skeletons. I feel like a lot of people don't keep track of the Evo Skeleton cycle, and their drills are just so bad sometimes, and they get into a really bad situation because of that. I think the queen will die here thanks to our Evo Tesla thingy. She'll only get like... yeah, just a tiny bit of damage. Alright, we do have our Evo drill now, so I'm just going to go for it here. We'll see if he wastes his Evo Bomber on defense. If he does, that would actually be really good for us here. He has no log in his deck, it looks like, just the Bomber instead. Very, very, very good damage. Yeah, Cannoneer is just ruining this guy's career right now against us. Kind of interesting piggies in the back. Not a bad idea, though, I guess. Have to demolish her, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, just gonna log this side. He might get some damage here, but shouldn't be too bad. Oh wait, hold up, hold up. We actually have nothing to block that right now. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, one Evo Bomber just took over half of our tower, but I think we're still chilling anyways. We're still up so much damage, luckily. A little bit of an early delivery too by him. Alright, I'll demolish her. Only need like 2 poisons, really. Bomber is walking on water. Bomber is walking on water. I don't even know what's happening so far this game. I'm gonna drill here. Yeah, he's not stopping this, honestly. I'll poison too. Or, okay, he might stop this, but nah, he's definitely not winning this game at this point. Oh no, that's good game. Alright guys, Hoop has Royal Giant right now. That's the only thing we're still missing. There might be a few other random things that we're missing in this guide, but just let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about any specific matchup. The thing is, some decks are pretty much just not used at all right now, like Three Musketeers for example, so there's no point to really try to play against that. I haven't faced 3 Musketeers in like a month or so. It's kind of crazy how bad 3 Musketeers is right now. So anyways, against Royal Giant, it is somewhat difficult sometimes, but if you play perfect, you can definitely win. Also, he does have Cannoneer here, which is going to help us out a little bit. The Royal Giant players recently have been pretty much all playing Cannoneer. You do have to be pretty careful with your drill and single elixir, but if you're smart, you can usually get away with going for just a couple of them in the right situations when they don't have their ghost and cycle. I do see our Evo drill up next, which is going to be pretty decent. It is also kind of nice for us here that he has Phoenix instead of a Wizard or something. I mean, Phoenix is better for offense, I guess, but for defense, Wizard is quite good for him against our Goblin drills. I'm going to Evo drill on this side. He has no Ghost, so he has no great way to defend this. He's going to have to just spend a lot of elixir. Okay, now he does have the Ghost back in cycle. Oh, nice! The Ghost does run away. All skeletons here, and we should be fine. Gonna Knight here as well to DPS down the RG, and we don't even have to go for another Tesla. That will just die here. Okay, our Demolisher will unfortunately die too. But still a great start. You guys normally don't want to drill as much as I'm playing my drill right now, but if you have a good opening, you just know you can go in and usually get away with it too. The Knight might get a bit of chip damage. I'll take that. I'll just go in for another drill here. Gonna also Demolisher. He's probably gonna Fisherman up high for our Demolisher, so we have to be careful. Okay, he actually does not. But yeah, a lot of the time they will Fisherman up high for your Demolisher, and you have to be careful to defend well after that. Evo's skeletons will die here. I'll just go in for a Demolisher. I'm being so aggressive right now, but you guys can see we keep on getting away with it. Really good Knight here to block the Fisherman, forcing out the extra Phoenix from him. They pretty much always will try to go for these high Fishermans. Sometimes they do get a nice counter push, so you have to make sure you're going to be able to defend. Nice, let's go! They try to Prediction Void so often on the Tesla, so you have to be so careful to not allow them to figure out your patterns. Alright, this is perfect. I'll go for the Evo drill all the way in the back. He has no Ghost and Cycle even right now, so this is actually going to be really good, I think. I'll take the Poison as well. Just going to Ice Tiny for this. He's already back to the Ghost, but it doesn't really matter too much at this point. Alright, he has no Ghost and Cycle, so we can probably just go in again. We're just cycling so many drills this match. We're just getting him in such a bad cycle. It's really just a momentum thing, honestly. Normally I never play this many drills against RG, but his momentum is just really bad compared to ours right now. I'll play the Knight up high here. Gonna go for the Evo Tesla as well, and we should be pretty much fine. Yeah. Alright. And guys, sometimes people do play RG Monk as well. If they have RG Monk, you can spam drills as well in that matchup, even more than this one. I mean, in this one, you really don't want to spam drills too much unless you have the right opportunities, but when they have Monk, you can cycle drills quite a bit more often. The thing is, against Monk, you have to really be careful about their early Monk RG pushes, and you have to cycle just a ton of Knights and a ton of Demolishers, and kind of just usually bridge block the Monks as best as you can anyways. Alright, just gonna wait for a second. Demolisher will die here. I don't really care about that too much, though. Quite a few elixir out of him anyways. We might take a little bit of damage, but we're up so much at this point that I don't think it really matters too much. Yeah, only one RG hit. Doesn't really matter. I'll go for a Tesla here. Demolisher will explode on the RG. I'll take that. We don't really have any air card to kill the Phoenix, so it's kind of annoying right now, but we're okay. Shouldn't be into too much trouble. Evo Drill will do a really good job here. Poison is going to counter everything too. Yeah, man, this deck's defense is so broken. Like, this RG deck should be a counter to us, but because of how broken our defense is, it really isn't a counter. Also, the Void really isn't that good against us. It does kill our stuff, but we can always block it okay and make it not get that much value. Yeah, I think he has, like, no time left. There's not really too much he can do at this point. I'm just going to drill again and probably secure the win. Yeah, there's no chance for him. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the guide. You know, it was a lot of fun to make, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!